Have you ever come across a body of water so calm and serene that you could unhelp but take a dip? Or perhaps you've taken a leisurely stroll along a tranquil lake, enjoying the gentle breeze and the surrounding nature? You might be surprised to know that lurking beneath those placid waters could be a lurking danger, a silent threat that can turn a moment of relaxation into a fight for survival. Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to dive deep into the chilling tale of the most dangerous lake in the world, a place where tranquility is just a facade for unimaginable horrors. So grab your lifebuoys and prepare yourself for a journey into the depths of terror. August 21st, 1984. A day like any other in the small village of Char, located near Lake Manown, in the remote region of Cameroon. The peaceful community of around 500 people went about their daily routines, tending to their crops and livestock and enjoying the serenity of their surroundings. Little did they know that this seemingly idyllic day would soon turn into a horrifying nightmare. For weeks, the residents had been plagued by strange occurrences at Lake Manown. This massive crater lake, hidden away from the rest of the world, had become a source of both livelihood and mystery for the villagers. But now it was about to reveal its most terrifying secret yet. As dusk settled over the horizon, casting long shadows across the land, the villagers heard a sound that would forever be etched in their memories, a loud rumbling noise emanating from the depths of Lake Manown. It was a sound that sent shivers down their spines and stirred primal fears that had slumbered within them. Amidst this unsettling noise, a thick white mist began to rise from the lake's surface. It billowed into the air, forming a dense cloud that concealed the lake's depths. The villagers watched in awe and terror as the cloud grew larger, blotting out the stars above and plunging the world into darkness. Suddenly the mist began to move, drifting away from the lake in all directions. It snaked through the villages, seeping into every crack and crevice, suffocating the air and extinguishing hope. Panic surged through the villagers as they realized the horrifying truth. They were trapped in a deadly embrace, caught between the rising death cloud and the dense foliage of the rainforest. Struggling to breathe, they stumbled through the darkness, desperately searching for higher ground. But the cloud was relentless, enveloping everything in its path and stealing away their chance for escape. As the gas cloud drifted through the village, it silently claimed its victims, leaving behind a trail of lifeless bodies in its wake. The once vibrant community of Char was reduced to a graveyard, a somber testament to the cloud's destructive power. It was a scene straight out of a horror movie, a nightmare made real. And the worst part, no one knew what it was or where it came from. But the tragedy didn't end there. Beyond the village, the cloud continued its relentless march, reaching the vast grazing lands inhabited by thousands of cattle. It slithered through the tall grass, leaving behind a graveyard of bovine carcasses. A biblical plague, that's what it resembled, leaving behind a haunting silence in its wake. In total, the gas cloud claimed the lives of 1,746 people and nearly 3,500 cattle, leaving a scene of devastation that was hard to comprehend. The entire community of Char was wiped out, their dreams, hopes, and lives extinguished in an instant. The cattle, who had grazed peacefully in the meadows, were now strewn across the ground, their bodies lifeless and contorted. It was as if the very essence of life had been sucked out of them. And then there was the silence, an eerie, all-encompassing quietness that descended upon the land. It was a silence that was deafening, a void where the sounds of life once echoed. The chirping of birds, the rustling of leaves, and the laughter of children, all silenced by the invisible hand of the gas cloud. It was as if the world itself was holding its breath, mourning the tragedy that had unfolded. As the first rays of sunlight pierced through the darkness, revealing the full extent of the devastation, the survivors emerged from their hiding places, shaken and traumatized beyond words. They stumbled upon a scene that would forever be seared into their minds. The village of Char lay in ruins, the homes destroyed, the streets littered with debris, and the air heavy with the stench of death. It was a scene of unimaginable horror, a massacre without a face, a killer without a name. Fear hung heavy in the air as the survivors struggled to comprehend the magnitude of the disaster. They had lost everything, their loved ones, their homes, and their sense of security. The joyous laughter of children had been replaced by the wails of the bereaved, and the comforting hum of daily life had been replaced by the haunting silence of a ghost town. In the days that followed, a sense of disbelief and confusion swept through the survivors. The suddenness and brutality of the tragedy left them grappling for answers. Many turned to religion for solace, seeking divine intervention or retribution. Religious leaders descended upon the village, offering prayers and prophecies, but providing little in the way of concrete answers. As news of the tragedy spread, the outside world began to take notice. Scientists, researchers, and government officials rushed to the scene, eager to unravel the mystery of Lake Manown. Theories abounded, but none could fully explain the horror that had transpired. Some spoke of volcanic activity, while others pointed to poisonous gases. But the truth remained elusive, hidden beneath the placid waters of the lake. In the midst of this chaos, the survivors struggled to pick up the pieces of their shattered lives. They buried their dead, consoled the grieving, and attempted to rebuild their homes. But the shadow of the gas cloud loomed over them, a constant reminder of their immense loss. The tragedy at Lake Manown became a source of fascination and fear around the world. People were captivated by the sheer scale of the disaster, and the scientific community was baffled by its cause. But for the people of Cam, it was more than just a scientific curiosity. It was a personal tragedy that had ripped apart their community and left them forever scarred. Years have passed since the deadly gas cloud descended upon Lake Manown, but its impact continues to be felt. The tragedy serves as a stark reminder of the power of nature and the fragility of life. The story of the gas cloud serves as a chilling reminder of the unseen dangers that may lurk beneath the surface of our world. It's a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable adversity. As we continue to explore the mysteries of our planet, let us remember the lessons learned from Lake Manown and approach the wonders of nature with both curiosity and caution. But the story doesn't end here. There's more to discover about this mysterious lake. Beneath the surface of Lake Manown lies a mystery that has captivated scientists and researchers for years. What was the source of this deadly gas cloud? How did it claim so many lives with such ferocity? The answers, when discovered, may shock you. One of the prevailing theories suggests that the gas cloud was composed of carbon dioxide, a colorless and odorless gas that is heavier than air. According to this theory, the carbon dioxide emanated from the depths of Lake Manown, possibly due to volcanic activity beneath the lakebed. Imagine, if you will, a massive underground cavern filled with compressed carbon dioxide. Over time, this gas, being heavier than air, would have seeped into the lower-lying areas, including the villages near the lake. When disturbed, perhaps by an earthquake or a minor volcanic eruption, the gas would have violently erupted from the lake's surface, creating the ominous white mist that engulfed everything in its path. This sudden release of carbon dioxide would have led to suffocation, with the gas displacing oxygen and depriving the lungs of the air needed for survival. The carbon dioxide would have also caused the water to become oversaturated, leading to the formation of carbonic acid. This could have further contributed to the toxicity of the lake, making it even more hazardous for humans and animals alike. But why did the cloud drift away from the lake? Scientists believe that this was due to the wind. As the cloud rose from the lake, it was carried by the wind, spreading over the surrounding areas. This explains why the cloud reached the villages and the grazing lands, causing widespread panic and devastation. If you were at Lake Manown during this horrific event, there's a good chance you wouldn't have survived. Even if you managed to flee the initial cloud, the toxic fumes and the displacement of oxygen would have rendered the surrounding areas temporarily unlivable. Without proper protective gear, breathing would have been impossible, and the only option would have been to seek refuge in the safety of an enclosed space until the cloud dissipated. Lake Manown remains a somber reminder of the potential hazards that may lie beneath tranquil bodies of water. The tragedy that unfolded there serves as a warning, urging us to respect the power and unpredictability of nature. Now, what do you think of this terrifying tale? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Share your opinions and join the conversation. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more thrilling stories. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more spine-chilling adventures.